Good afternoon. My name is John Artis, and today I want to talk to you about my animal guessing game program. The program is comprised of two files, the .cpp main and the animal.h. The .h has the class members, and the class functions. To start, the user is presented with instructions for the game and how to play it. Then they are presented with a game menu with two options. They can load either a brand new game or they can continue a previously saved game. Those answers are validated. Then the game attempts to open those files. If not, the game lets the user know that it can't be opened and the game exits. As long as the file opens, then the game reads in the information in that text file using the read in text file function here. As long as we are not at a star and we're not at the end of the file, new nodes are created and the pointers are assigned and the children assigned recursively. Once we reach the end of the file, the game is ready to be played. To play the game, user choice function is initiated. The function checks to make sure that the node is not a leaf. As long as it's not a leaf, the game asks the question that is in that node. The user decides yes or no, and that's how they move left or right until such a time that the leaf node is hit, in which case it's an animal. The game then returns. The guess animal function is then called. The game attempts to guess the animal that the user was thinking by letting them know or asking them if they are pretending to be the animal that is in that current leaf node. If not, the user wins. If they are, then the game wins. If the user wins, then the game wants to know the animal they were thinking and a question to describe that animal. And it's done with the make new question. It asks the user what animal they're pretending to be, and then it asks the user to supply a yes question that describes that animal. Those two items are then made into nodes and inserted into the tree using this code block here. Once that's done, the game asks the user if they want to play again. If they do want to play again, the game starts over, but it keeps all new changes that were made to the tree. So it starts with the initial 4 and any that were added during each playthrough. If the user doesn't want to play again, the game asks the user to supply a file name to save the current tree to. Then it calls the write to tree file function, and it saves all contents of the current tree to that file for later use during a new load up. After that, the game exits and thanks the player for playing.